Dear students, in this class we are going to see the biosynthesis of catecholamines. What is the starting material for this catecholamine biosynthesis? That is L-tyrosine. That is an amino acid in L form. So what is the structure for L-tyrosine? It is having one phenyl ring, and this is the first position. In the first position, what is attached? CH2, CH, NH2, COOH. And in the fourth position, what is attached? Hydroxy group is there, that is called as L-tyrosine. So that L-tyrosine is present in circulation and activity is transmitted into the adrenergic neuron. Now this L-tyrosine, with the help of tyrosine hydroxylase, otherwise called as tyrosine 3-monooxygenase. So with the help of this enzyme and also in the presence of molecular oxygen, Fe2+ and a tetrahydropteridine cofactor, the presence of all this L-tyrosine would be converted to L-dihydroxyphenylalanine. Actually here one hydroxy group is added here, that is only one oxygen is added to the third position. Already one hydrogen is there. By taking that hydrogen, that oxygen combines with that and that will be converted to OH. So where we are having hydroxy groups in third and fourth. Already we have in third position, fourth position. Now in third position also we are adding one more hydroxy group. So that's why it is called as L-dihydroxy. So without this hydroxy, this is called phenylalanine. So that's why it is called L-dihydroxyphenylalanine or simply called as L-dopa. Now this L-dopa, with the help of aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. Phenylalanine is an aromatic amino acid. This is L, no, so that's why aromatic L-amino acid. Here it is having that carboxylic acid group. From that carbon dioxide is going to remove. That's why what is the enzyme used? Aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. So with the help of that, this carbon dioxide, no, that would be removed. This hydrogen is added with this carbon. So that's why what we are having CH2, CH2, NH2, that is called as dopamine. Now we are using the enzyme called dopamine beta hydroxylase. For this dopamine, this is alpha position, this is beta position. Now in the beta position, what is added? Hydroxy group is added with the help of the enzyme dopamine beta hydroxylase. So in that beta position, one hydroxy group is added and that is called as norepinephrine. So now we are adding phenyl with the help of phenylethanolamine. This is phenyl, this is ethanolamine. Though this NO, that is called as ethanolamine. So phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase. With the help of this enzyme, we have nitrogen, no. So with the nitrogen, methyl group would be transferred. So instead of one hydrogen, methyl group would be added and that is called as epinephrine. So that's all about this synthesis. So what all we have taken here, starting material is tyrosine. With the tyrosine, here in third position we are adding one more hydroxy group with the help of the enzyme called tyrosine hydroxylase or tyrosine 3-monooxygenase. So what you are getting? L-dihydroxyphenylalanine or L-dopa. Now what you are adding, this is aromatic L-amino acid. So from that carbon dioxide is going to remove. That's why aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. With the help of this carbon dioxide is removed, we are getting dopamine. So in the dopamine, how to get norepinephrine? One hydroxy group is added to the beta carbon. That's why what is the enzyme used? Dopamine beta hydroxylase. So we are getting norepinephrine. And how we are getting epinephrine from norepinephrine? With the nitrogen, methyl group would be added. That's why what is the enzyme used? This is phenylethanolamine. So phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase. So with the nitrogen, methyl group would be transferred. So what is the enzyme? Phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase. So we are getting epinephrine. So that's all about the synthesis of catecholamines.